What's up, Star Wars fans? This is Darth Watson. In this video, I want to give you a follow-up on The Mandalorian Season 4 turning into a movie. I want to give you guys a follow-up. I've done a couple videos already on this idea. I don't think it's the best idea, but a YouTuber called Star Wars Coffee completely debunks this idea of Mandalorian Season 4 into a movie. I mean, there's really no way that Mandalorian Season 4 is going to turn into a Star Wars movie, especially when Jon Favreau has written all of The Mandalorian. Now, I stated that the one way they could turn Mandalorian Season 4 into a Star Wars movie, which would probably be the wisest choice if they were to go down that route, is to take the first 4 episodes of The Mandalorian, because the first 4 episodes is like over 2 hours right there. They could turn that into a 2-hour movie, and then they could expand those last 4 episodes or add 4 more episodes to the season and rework that into a full season. That way we're getting the Mandalorian movie, which was the first 4 episodes of Mandalorian Season 4, into a Mandalorian movie that bridges into Mandalorian Season 4, and we still get Mandalorian Season 4 at the same time, if they were to have to do it in a movie that way. And I know how desperate Disney and Lucasfilm are pushing to get a Star Wars movie out as soon as possible, but turning Mandalorian Season 4 into a Star Wars movie is just not the way. And I don't agree with any of this idea, and it completely destroys a lot of the hard work that Jon Favreau has put into the script already, especially has it already been written. Mandalorian Season 4 has already been written, you guys. It's already been written, and it hasn't even been officially confirmed that we're going to get Mandalorian Season 4 turning into a Star Wars movie. But there's people on the idea that Mandalorian Season 4 is going to turn into a Star Wars movie, but then there's people on the other side saying it's not a good idea. I think Mandalorian does better as a Star Wars show, and I think it should remain a show. I mean, Dave Filoni has already got a Mandalorian crossover Star Wars movie. He's already got this idea where this Mandalorian crossover movie where it ties into The Mandalorian, all 4 seasons of The Mandalorian, Skeleton Crew, Ahsoka, and the Book of Boba Fett, tying into all of that. I mean, all of that. It ties into all of that. Ties into all of the Mandoverse. The Mandalorian and all of its spin-offs like Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, and the Book of Boba Fett on top of all 4 seasons of The Mandalorian. It ties into all of that. In fact, Thrawn is pretty much set up to be the main villain of Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie. And I think Ahsoka Season 1 really did a good job of setting up this idea where Thrawn would be the main villain of Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie. And that's what Ahsoka Season 1 really set up for Thrawn. And that's why I don't believe that Thrawn will be in Ahsoka Season 2 as much, and will not be the focus in Ahsoka Season 2. What will be the focus in Ahsoka Season 2 is where the entire plot of the season is how Sabine and Ahsoka escape Peridea and return to the known galaxy, as well as we dive into Baylan and Shin's origins, as well as what Baylan is looking for, what Baylan is up to. I mean, we're probably going to learn a lot about that, and we're probably going to dive deep into that. We'll probably get some revelation that that Anakin Skywalker, there's a big theory going around that Anakin Skywalker is the father of Mortis. So I don't know if that's really true, but we'll probably dive into all of that. It'll probably dive into like Abeloth and like what Baylan is looking for. A lot of people are speculating it's Abeloth, but anyways, like, the point of this video is Mandalorian Season 4 is probably not going to be a Star Wars movie, especially with the script already being written for Mandalorian Season 4. The only way Mandalorian Season 4 could turn into a Star Wars movie for it to be a good idea is they take the first 4 episodes and then they expand the remaining 4 into 8 episodes, and then they turn the first 4 episodes into a Star Wars movie, but they expand the remaining 4 episodes into 8 episodes, so we're getting Mandalorian the show of Mandalorian Season 4, and then the Mandalorian movie that the first 4 episodes was turns into a Star Wars movie that bridges into Mandalorian Season 4. But as far unless they decide to do something like that, Mandalorian Season 4 turning into a Star Wars movie does not sound like a good idea. And Mandalorian Season 4 will probably not turn into a Star Wars movie because Star Wars Coffee out there, who's another Star Wars content creator, has already came out and debunked this rumor and this argument that Mandalorian Season 4 is going to turn into a Star Wars movie. And I agree with him 100% on that one. But anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. Do make sure to smash a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all later in another video.